Welcome to 100 Yards Football. It's the Sports Minute with yours truly, Vincent Turner. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. Please subscribe to our YouTube page, 100 Yards Football Sports Talk Radio, and I'm Vincent Turner. Today's topic in my Sports Minute is Mario Cristobal, University of Miami head coach. Is him and Josh Heupel out of the University of Tennessee brothers? And I guess what everyone is asking is, why is Vincent Turner talking about all their brothers? Well, this college football season, I'm gonna start with the University of Miami. They have underachieved. They 6-2 on the year, 2-2 in the ACC. Now, a couple of weeks ago, well, actually back in September, the U, as people are saying, was rated as high as number 2 in the country. And there was a lot of people out there saying that this is a team with transfer Carson Beck had an outstanding chance to win the national championship. But they've had two disappointing losses since that time. One to the University of Louisville on Friday night, 2 weeks ago, and this past weekend against SMU in Dallas, Texas. Now, I'm not a huge Mario Cristobal fan. I'm just going to be honest. I think since he's been in Miami, he's underachieved. Last year, they was in the same situation, undefeated. And what happened at the end of the year? They lose to Georgia Tech and they lose to Syracuse. And how they lost the SMU game on Saturday was just what I want to say very disgusting. There was a lot of decision making in there that was questionable. Carson Beck threw a critical interception in overtime, actually threw two picks in the game. And this is, I want to say, a model of Mario Cristobal teams. Fourth and nine, fourth and nine. You stop SMU in regulation, and you have your defensive end get a personal foul penalty. SMU gets 15 more yards. They drive down and hit a 38-yard field goal. And to be honest, Mario Cristobal really didn't win anything big at Oregon. Now, people ask me why I'm using the University of Josh Heupel as his brother. Josh Heupel's done an outstanding job since he's taken over the job at University of Tennessee a couple of years ago. But I think he's got tendency to just as far as he can get them. 2022. Remember when the Vols were ranked number 1? They come in here and play nationally ranked Georgia number 2. And the Vols get dominated in that football game 27-13. But what hurt me was the week following, where they got steamrolled by the University of South Carolina 63-38. Then you think about last year. They made the college football playoffs. Now they had an outstanding defense. There's no question about it. Dylan Sampson was the player of the year as a running back out of Tennessee. Had a outstanding year getting drafted by the Cleveland Browns. And man, I was talking a lot of noise when they went up to Columbus and played in the first round of college football playoffs against Ohio State. And what happened? They got steamrolled 42-17. And I started asking myself, is Hype was the guy that can get Tennessee back to the history of Tennessee football? The national championship team in 1998, T. Martin, Cedric Wilson. You understand what I'm saying? Dwayne Goodich, Al Wilson. I asked myself, can he get this team back to that level of national championship football? But this past week, I take into account, I saw Tennessee lose to Oklahoma 33-27. But I'm gonna talk about the Tennessee losses this year. And don't get me wrong, I listened to a very highly ranked sports show out of Knoxville yesterday, and I was listening to one of their former players. And then I read a column about another guy that covers college football, and he's highly respected on the scene. Now they came in and it was talking about. I'm gonna start with the writer. He said, "Hey, Tennessee really didn't have no expectations simply because we all know about Nico Y transfer at the beginning of the year, and they got excuse me, Joey Alligator at the quarterback position. But this is the problem that I have. It's always going to be expectations in the SEC. You should never think about the team coming in never having high expectations. And this year, I don't care what anybody say. This is University of Tennessee football. This is college football. This is the NIL, and this is the transfer portal. That's why teams have depth. So I'm gonna start with this year. Once again, Tennessee had Georgia on the ropes in that football game, and Max Gilbert missed a field goal in regulation. Then there was a couple of questionable calls in that game, and Tennessee loses that game. Then against the University of Alabama, third weekend in October this year, Tennessee was in that football game, 16-7, the last play of the first half, and Coach Heupel calls a play. They come out in the same formation on fourth down, and Joey A. I'm not gonna butcher his name again. Throws a pick six that goes 99 yards for a touchdown. The other way, and Tennessee ends up losing that football game. We all know 37-20. But this is the part that I don't understand. That Oklahoma game was a playoff elimination game. And I'm going to throw some facts out to you. Tennessee outgained Oklahoma 255 to 99 yards in total offense in the first half. Tennessee went up and down the field, but they went into halftime trailing now 16-10. They had three turnovers that accounted for 13 Oklahoma points. And think about this. Tennessee was driving up 7-0 in the first quarter, and they had that really devastating turnover that Joey A got hit from the blind side because the left tackle missed the assignment. Then Joey A throws two picks in the second quarter that leads to Oklahoma points. And then I can go on and on the fourth and one call when Tennessee was down 26-16 in that football game in the fourth quarter. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying, I think Josh Heupel was a good football coach, but I think he's Butch Jones too. And I'm going to leave it at that. And Mario Cristobal, I'm going to say this. The U, all that galvanizing in the first game against Notre Dame, it seemed like y'all going to be the same University of Miami football program under some of the mediocre coaches y'all have had in this past 20 to 25 years. That's the bottom line. When Miami and Tennessee are winning in the high level college football is at another stratosphere. And maybe I'm overreacting a little bit because Tennessee lost this weekend and I watched the whole game against Oklahoma. But you could say one thing, you could say another. Tennessee has enough talent to be a college football playoff team like the University of Miami. And I'm going to leave it at that. If you like the video today, please come and share it. Please subscribe to our YouTube page, 100 Yards of Football at Sports Talk Radio. All I can say is I was very disappointed on Saturday night. I almost cried. And I want to give kudos to Tennessee's mascot, Smokey. I heard he's very ill. I hope he get better. But I'm a diehard Tennessee fan. First and foremost, University of Memphis, hometown, the University of Arkansas that I attended. But the team that I really love is the University of Tennessee. I've had a nephew and graduated from there, and there's been five guys out of my neighborhood that's played football there. And watching that game Saturday night was very disturbing and very hurtful. Go Vols.